make a right turn. I'm stopping bumper even with the sign. I cannot see like I need to, so I'm gonna ease forward. Got a hill. Nothing's coming, so we're good. Remember, got to be able to see to your left and to your right before you can just pull out into traffic. Sometimes when you stop at the stop sign, you cannot see like you need to be able to see. We're going to go ahead and leave this neighborhood. And the neighborhood we're in is Carefree North, in case anybody didn't know. Of the Route 1 drive is going to be neighborhood. It's going to be similar to what you're seeing now. Working on, you know, making right turns, left turns, stopping at the sign, turn speed, making sure you're staying in the center of the lane, nice and steady. You know, we're not all over the road. By tracking, the term tracking means staying in the center. If I'm too far to the right, that means I'm tracking to the right. If I'm too far to the left, it means I'm tracking to the left. We always want to track center. Okay, I'm kind of just going straight, but I'm going to turn my signal on anyway. There's nobody coming. Now, at this stop sign up here, it's a busier road. This is County Line Road. Speed limit on County Line is 40, so everybody's probably doing 45 plus. Most people don't do the speed limit. So when I stop at my sign, I cannot see like I need to. So I'm gonna angle the car a little bit, moving up. Now I'm looking left and I can see I'm gonna have to wait for a while. But that's all right. Better safe than sorry. That's not a good gap. Still not a good gap. Even after the truck is not a safe gap. If you have to pull out in traffic and someone has to hit their brake, you did not have enough time to pull out in front of them. You should have enough time to pull out, get up to speed. After this one, I can do it. A beginning driver would not be able to, because you would not be assertive enough. I can look in my rearview mirror and see he did not have to slow down, so I didn't affect his flow of travel. A beginning driver, you may have to wait because you're a little slow. You're not going to be assertive. You're not going to get up to speed. You're not going to make the turn as quickly as what I just did. So you may have had to wait for a little bit longer of a gap. Alright, so County Line Road, we're coming up on 135. I want to stay to the right. There's 2 lanes, so I'm just angling over. Alright, I'm going to have to come to a stop. As I approach the intersection, I want to stop. Front bumper even with the white line. Now, if I wanted to make a right turn on red legally, I could do so. There's no sign. I can't see though, so I'd have to move up a little bit. And now that they're coming from the left, there's nothing I can do but wait. And for what it's worth, anytime you're making a right turn on red, you're looking to your left to make sure there's no one coming, and then you have to look straight across from you to make sure they're not turning. Like where that black truck is, if they had a green turn arrow, they'd be turning and you would have to wait. Remember, always look to your left, always check traffic across from you, making sure they're not making a protected left turn. See, I still can't go. I'm gonna go now though, because no one's coming. They're stopping, and that guy isn't gonna be able to make his turn. You guys, as a beginning driver, may just be still sitting there, which is okay. As you're driving down 135, obviously you got a lot of things going on. You got to make sure somebody's not about to pull out in front of you. Speed limit's 45. We're working on wanting to make sure we have a good following distance. Again, working on tracking. Want to be right in the center of our lane. If I was sitting in the middle of the car, I'd want to be sitting right in the middle of the road, but I'm not. I'm just left of the middle of the car, so I want to be sitting just left of the middle of the road. And then following distance, we always want 2 to 3 seconds, 4 or 5 if you're traveling at a higher rate of speed, or even if you have adverse weather conditions. Stopping distance, make sure you stop so that you can still see pavement between you and the car in front of you and their rear tires. I always like to think of a visual aid of having enough room to where I could get around that car in front of me without having to back up. You know, for whatever reason, maybe his car breaks down right there. If I have to back up, that's going to complicate my ability to get around him if I need to. As you approach the light, you're thinking, well, if it changes, I'll stop. If it changes, I'll stop. Or if it changes now, I'm to the point of no return, I'm going right through it. Again, there's no point in staying into the gas when cars in front of you are not moving. You may not have to brake right away, but you definitely don't want to race up on stop traffic. Or it could have been nice to maybe try to let that car out, but flow of traffic just didn't warrant it. Alright, so we're going to make a right turn. Again, remember, we want to only turn to the nearest, first available straight lane. We have a red light, so I've got to stop first, hold my stop, and now I can go.